Hey everyone. I'm so excited to read your final papers this week based on how great you've done on the early milestones. And just wanted to give you a very quick tip to ensure that you are definitely going to do the best job you can do on this final paper. So, right now I'm looking at the final project guidelines and rubric. And in case you guys haven't figured this out yet, I'm never trying to trick you. I'm always trying to make sure you know exactly what's coming at you. And this is exactly what I'm going to grade when I open up your paper. And so you see, I've highlighted in yellow the 4 categories that I have to choose from for each part of your paper. And I'm going to use as an example a part of your paper that I have already graded before, your analysis research methods. And I'm talking about this section right here. This was part of your milestone 2 assignment. So you can see that there are 4 different ways I can grade it. I can grade it as exemplary, proficient, needs improvement, or not evident. But when I graded it the first time in milestone 2, so remember this is called analysis research methods. Now I'm going to go back to milestone 2. And sorry, sorry about my phone going off there. So now I'm going to go here to analysis research methods. And again, this was in milestone 2. So the first time that you did it, like you can see, this is the earlier submission you gave me, right? So scroll down to analysis research methods. And there wasn't, at that point, an exemplary category. See how the exemplary category is like blacked out? That means that you got all your points for the milestone 2, even if, and most of you did like an outstanding job. Like if exemplary had been an option, you would have gotten that. But it wasn't for the first one. You got 100% of your points if it was just proficient. But for some people, what I did is I gave you all of your points because I knew that it was proficient, and I gave you suggestions in the feedback for how to make it better. So here's the deal. If you got a proficient in the milestone 2, for example, because I gave very in-depth feedback for milestone 2, I've already graded this part of your paper once. For example, research methods. I've already graded it once, and I gave you feedback during milestone 2. So I might have given you a proficient, which was all the points that you could have possibly gotten, but I might have given you a comment about a way to fix it. If you look on page 22, this might give you a better idea of where to find, this aspect of the research or this or that. Like, you did a good job. You were definitely proficient, but you weren't necessarily exemplary. So if you don't take my advice and go back and make that change, what will happen is on milestone 2, so again, a couple weeks ago, yes, you got all your points because you were proficient. And again, exemplary wasn't even an option, right? But on milestone, on the final project in the same category, here's proficient, same thing, you got all your points before, but if you didn't make changes based on my advice, you won't get the exemplary. So in other words, you got your points, like your full points on the previous draft, but on the final draft, you won't get all your points. So I plead of you, please go back and look at your milestone 1 and your milestone 2 feedback if you haven't already, which I know I'm so proud of this class. I've gotten so many emails from you guys, which more probably than I've gotten in a long time throughout the week, where it was evident you guys saw it, you wanted to fix it right away. I'm so proud of you guys for sure. So a lot of you guys have already looked at that feedback for milestone 1 and milestone 2, and you fixed it. If you haven't, please, please, please get that done in order to get all of your points for the final paper. And the other thing I need to mention is the implications. So these 3 sections that you turned in this week with your milestone 3, I know, you are eagerly awaiting to get feedback from me and fix it before you turn in your final paper this week. And please know that I am very, very aware of that. I'm getting them done as quickly as I possibly can. Those of you who have read my feedback know I try really hard to be specific and give you very specific advice, and it takes a lot of time to do that for each paper. But I obviously am aware of the time crunch, so please know that my heart goes out. I promise I am doing the best I can, and I'll get them back to you ASAP, so that you can turn those in by Sunday. But the only pieces that you really need advice on at this point are these 3 sections, the ones you just turned in on the milestone. I've already given you feedback we're looking at the final project. I have already given you feedback for the introduction, the population, and the research question. I've actually given you feedback on those twice, because I gave you feedback the first time during milestone 1. And then if you didn't take that feedback in milestone 2, if there were a couple of things that you didn't quite do, I gave you that advice again. And then for the other sections in milestone 2, so analysis, so these 3 sections, analysis outcomes, and analysis conclusions, I've already given you feedback. So the best suggestion I can give you this week is, please, if you haven't looked at those, please take care of that early this week and get that feedback taken care of, so that the second I get back to you my advice for how to fix the last 3 sections, and I promise I'll do it, ASAP. I'm working my tail off this week to get this done. This is always my favorite because I love seeing how your papers come together, but it's also my least favorite because I feel all this pressure to get everything together for you to help you do the best that you can. So it's a double-edged sword week for me, as I'm sure it is for you too, because we all want to finish out the week strongly. And please know that I understand. If there is some kind of very specific situation you have, like you're going on a work trip, Wednesday, so it would really be helpful to you to get the feedback for your milestone Tuesday. Email me. I will do everything I possibly can to get that to you, do yours first. Because I understand, we're all here on enrolled in online school because we need convenience and we need flexible schedules, and so I understand that. So if you're in that boat, please get with me, and I'll do the best I can to get yours to you ASAP. Otherwise, please just let me know. As always, if you have any questions about the feedback I've already given you or the feedback I'm going to give you this week, I'm a very quick responder, and my purpose here is just to help you turn in the best product that you can. Just want to know how I can make that happen. So I look forward to reading everything. I'm very excited. And again, just let me know if you need anything. Thanks so much.